is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famers, Mike Van Diest, joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Yo, what up? Happy Monday, Jason Walker Show. Presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana State Law says it is your vehicle, it is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Coming up, Major Mortgage Man Cave. Today, we're going to talk with Jay Linderman from the Montana Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame. Not only about that, but also about a Calcutta, which is coming up at the Last Chance Stampede, and how you can get involved and maybe win some money. So there you go. So that's coming up. Also, your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And on this day, and much, much more. Plus the walk-off. So we're going to have fun. You can watch live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com. And as always, go to JasonWalkerShow.com if you missed anything. Or want to rewatch, or rehear, or something to that effect. Are we having problems with Facebook right now? Doesn't look like it. Maybe, who knows what's going on. Life, it's always fun, right? Okay. Let's try, I know what is going on. Let me go back to this. Where are you at? Okay. We got it. We're all good. You can tweet at JWalkerSports. You can email, you can call in 209-1267 if you so choose. Want to weigh in on anything over the weekend. Give us your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week nominees and whatever else is on your mind. So we had a really good time over the weekend. We played in the Disabled American Vets golf tournament. The sixth book, thank you, Nicole. Appreciate that. It must have been my computer. So Nicole's watching on Facebook, and we're good. Boom. Anyway, still waiting for my Bengal tennis swag, by the way. And I got you a Jason Walker Show shirt. Anyway, we played in the DAV over the weekend. We won our flight. We were in the first flight. The wife, me, and Ryan Cutter. And we did well. We shot a 60 the first day, 65 the second day. We missed the overall net by 2 shots, but we won our flight net-wise and had fun. Good time, met a lot of fun people, had a great time with everybody from the DAV, and they put on such a fantastic performance every week, or every year, and over $80-some thousand raised for the DAV, for the Disabled American Vets, so that they can get their our heroes back and forth to their hospital visits each and every day. So they drive over 1 million miles a year, but over $80,000 was raised, and all of it goes to the DAV. It's just great. It's one of the best tournaments that I get to play in every year. And couple of great, lots of great sponsors in there. So if you played in it, congratulations, thank you. If you volunteered, extreme thank you. And it wasn't super hot. I mean, it was hot, but it was more the mugginess because of the smoke. So they had volunteers driving waters around. It was just, they did a great job. So kudos to them. Let's see. Over the weekend, some good rodeo. We'll have the Montana Rodeo Roundup tomorrow. We're going to talk to Lindsay Cruz, speaking of, on Wednesday. Lindsay just got back from the Calgary Stampede. So we'll talk to her. And we're also going to talk to Governor Gianforte on Wednesday as well. Lots of fires around the state, lots of smoke, a lot of it coming in from Oregon. Man, second year in a row we talked about Oregon, but wow. Who else are we going to talk with? Fallon Frigi will join us tomorrow as well, scheduled. And let's see here. Who else are we going to talk? So these guys wrote this article. Well, they started this whole like business really. And it's about rivalries. And it's kind of cool. So we're going to have them on the show this week. And it's called No Rivalry. And we're going to talk to David and Joe from this company. And it's really cool. So they do research. They have all this data that they throw into a computer. And it's not just on the field rivalry stuff. Like we're talking academics and stuff. Just reading through it. So this was Dr. David Tyler and Joe Cobbs. Now they both have their PhDs from UMass. But we're going to talk about FCS rivalries, of course, the Cats and the Grizz, and all of that. But it's going to be fun, and I mean it's a really cool website, and I found it last week, and I can't wait to talk about it. But yeah, it's going to be a fun conversation when we talk Cats Grizz and like how do they throw FCS and Big Sky stats into it and everything. But can't wait for that. So you're going to want to stick around. That is on Thursday, Sue. We're going to talk to those guys, Joe and David, about this No Rivalry, and it's KNOW rivalry. But it's they do a scientific analysis of all these big writers or rivalries, and these guys are both, like I said, business professors. And they're basing it on an objective statistical basis. So it's not like, so what they do is they distribute fans. You get to have 100 points. And then you say, okay, here's our most hated rival. Like, for example, New York, this is on the website, New York Yankees, or New York fan might allocate 50 points to the Patriots, 40 to the Red Sox, 10 to like the Philadelphia Flyers, depending on what sport. So it's kind of cool. The four major pro sports found Giants, Dodgers for baseball, Falcons, Saints for the NFL, Flyers, Penguins for the NHL, and Lakers, Celtics for the NBA are the biggest rivalries. So we'll talk to these guys on Thursday about this, and it's kind of exciting. Reached out last week, and we've been chatting, and it's going to be a good time. Jason Walker Show brought to you in part by Speaker Sprinklers. Speaker Sprinklers know and love green grass, so get a hold of Joe and the gang. Get new sprinkler system put in for next year, and take care of your lawn. Okay, you should. Let's see. So we talked. Fallon Frigi's coming up this week. Governor Greg Gianforte, Lindsey Cruz, and the rivalry dudes. We're a month away, really, from football getting going. High school and college. Can you believe that? I mean, fall camps are going to start up here the end of this month across the country. Got media days coming up next week. Spokane, Big Sky days, Big Sky kickoff party on Monday out in Spokane, and then Tuesday, the Great Falls will host the thing, the Frontier Media Days, or Media Day. It's really like media 2 hours. I think we're going to be up there. There's a good chance we're going to be up there on Tuesday, and then next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll be at the Last Chance Stampede, getting ready for night show on Wednesday night with Jake Owen and some girl, and who's got a really popular song, I guess, but I can never remember her name. And then obviously Thursday, Friday, we got Rodeo. So we got the Stampede. We're like, let's forget last year didn't happen. We'll just skip from 2019 to 2021. So that's what we'll do. By the way, congratulations. Speaking of Rodeo, 35 days for football. And I think, Sue, you're talking about the team over the hill, right? That plays football in that town in Missoula, named Missoula, that other football team, or the Cats. I think, well, Sue's a Bobcat, so we'll talk Bobcats. And then high school. Oh, and cheerleading. So cheerleading fires up too, right? Yeah. I'm surprised Sue actually haven't called. The Bruin boys start practice in 35 days, or first game is in 35 days. That means Helena High too. But I'm actually surprised Sue hasn't called to say go Cats or go Bruins or go cheerleaders. We'll talk cheerleading later. How about in August? We'll talk cheerleaders. But speaking of rodeo, the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame inducted its newest class, which was last year's. Cody Ohl went in, 6-time world champ in the national finals. Let's see, Graded Coconut, Calgary Stampede. What a great bareback horse. Butch Kirby, who won bull riding championship in '78. Stock contractor Jim Sutton Jr. Randy Weddy, Ellensburg Rodeo. Martha Josie, barrel racing champ from 1980. And contract personnel and secretary Sonny Deb Backstrom, who is originally from Missoula. So congratulations to that group who went in for the latest PRCA Rodeo Hall of Fame. So speaking of Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame, Montana's got one. It's called the Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame. And when we come back here on the Jason Walker Show, we are going to chat with the guy that's in charge. Well, he's the vice president. But he's got a big Calcutta coming up next week. He's going to explain Calcuttas and how they work with rodeo and how you can win some money and support the Last Chance Stampede. That's all coming up next. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Hope you're having a good Monday. We'll come right back and talk to Jay Linderman next.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Hey, as we hang out in the Major Mortgage Man Cave, had such a great time at the DAV. Your Auto Contest Performance of the Week coming up. Tomorrow, don't forget your Montana Rodeo Roundup and much more. Also going to chat with Fallon Friggi, former MSU basketball star, Big Sky MVP, and currently getting ready to head back overseas for her second season of professional ball across the pond. And we're going to ask her, what was the biggest thing? Because she played during a COVID year last year. So we'll ask Fallon a lot of questions tomorrow. It'll be fun. Speaking of golf and the DAV, so there's a rule in golf. If you get a hole in one, you're supposed to buy a round at least for everybody. And there was a hole in one at the DAV, first day. And the guy that hit it didn't start his round. And then he didn't, so he didn't buy any beers or drinks for everybody. But that's what you're supposed to do. You get a hole in one. Now, I was talking with a buddy today. We were out on the course this morning, and he said, I've never had a hole in one, but if I get one, you got to play by the rules. I mean, that's the rule. And I mean, it could be a very expensive bar tab, but you got a hole in one. But here's the thing my buddy brings up. Why do you get punished for hitting a good shot? Like, you hit the hole in one, but then you're the one that has to buy drinks. Right? And I think that's kind of messed up. And so does my buddy. And so therefore, if it was up to, if I get a hole in one, I expect everybody to buy me something the rest of the year. Like, I should never have to pay for a drink the rest of the year if I get a hole in one. That's the way it should be. Why, if I get one, why do I have to pay? But it was the second weekend in a row playing in a tournament that somebody else got a hole in one and didn't pay. Because the week before, dude gets a hole in one, sneaks out the back door when the day was over, didn't have to buy drinks for anybody. You follow the rules. I didn't make the rules, but you got to follow the rules. All right, we got your Auto Contest Performance of the Week is coming up. Also, check in on this day in history, the walk-off, and much, much more. But next week, it is the Last Chance Stampede, and we are all ready for it. There's no question about it. We are going to have, we're going to be there live. We're going to be talking with the Rodeo Clown, who we're sponsoring, by the way, Denny Halstead, the Jason Walker Show. We're also going to be chatting with Wayne Brooks, the great announcer, and so many more. We're going to have so much fun next week. And part of it is going to be getting you ready for a Calcutta on Friday or on Thursday night. And you ask yourself, or Friday night, you ask yourself, what's a Calcutta? Well, to explain it and also talk about the Montana Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame is the vice president, who is fantastic. His name is Jay Linderman, and he joins us now here on the Jason Walker Show. Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. Well, first off, I appreciate you joining me, and thanks for being patient. I put you off a couple of different days, but how's things going down there in Wyoming?
Well, it's hot and dry, just like every place else. You know, we're worried about fires and hope the Lord brings us some rain and gets these things put out and gives the farmers and ranchers a chance this year.
You know, it's been crazy too, because, you look at last year, I know some people were talking about huge numbers with hay and with their bales. And this year it's not so much. They're just turning cattle loose and letting them eat it.
I've been traveling all summer with the Montana Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame, the different rodeos. And it's the same all over the state. These people are in trouble. You know, hay's over $200 a ton. Some of them didn't even get no hay. They're selling the cows. It's a tough deal.
It is really tough. And of course, both of us promote and love this way of life. So we wish for the best for sure. Jay Linderman joining us. He is the vice president of the Montana Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame. You're coming to town in Helena in a couple of weeks with the Last Chance Stampede. And something new that the Stampede is trying. We haven't done this before, at least officially, but a Calcutta for the Stampede. Tell me how this is going to work for 3 nights of rodeo.
Okay, we're actually only going to Calcutta on Friday, July 30th, and we are going to Calcutta 4 events that will take place at the rodeo on July 31st.
Okay.
Now, for those that don't know what a Calcutta is, maybe it's better to call it a rodeo cowboy auction, because that's what we do. We'll take those 4 events that we choose and we'll sell the performance of those cowboys. And you pick the cowboy of your choice, and if he wins, you win.
It's pretty simple. I like it.
It adds a lot of entertainment, to the rodeo. It adds some excitement. It adds a lot of fun. Sometimes being in an auction is contagious. It helps to study up on the cowboys, although we'll have a narrative on each one and give you some idea of what their latest performances have been and give you a shot at picking the winning cowboy.
Jay, how often have you been doing this?
Well, we just started this year.
Okay.
We look for different fundraising activities for the Montana Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame. We finance $40,000 worth of scholarships every year to Montana high school rodeo students, and this has become one of our main manners of collecting money for our scholarship fund. And we started in the Montana High School Rodeo Association finals in Baker back in June. We did one in Red Lodge, Montana, and now we're doing one in Helena, and the week after that in Kalispell. And it's a good way to get the fans involved in the rodeo, and it's a good way for us to raise some funds for our scholarship.
Jay Linderman joining us, Vice President at Montana Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, so what happens if you buy a cowboy or a cowgirl, I guess, depending on if you pick barrel racing, and they sometimes opt out of their performance? What happens then?
Well, if they opt out or draw out or they have to get out because they've gotten hurt, we just return your money.
Oh, okay.
And then go on with the Calcutta as if they weren't there.
Gotcha. So do we know the 4 events?
Well, we don't yet.
Okay.
What we'll end up doing, we get the roster for the rodeo about 72 hours before it starts, and pick the 4 events that look the most exciting.
Oh, okay.
Probably the bull riding, everybody likes that, bronc riding, probably the barrel race, and one other event.
Gotcha.
It'll give everybody a broad spectrum of the types of competitors that they can buy.
Now, I do these golf Calcuttas all the time. Is there a chance that the cowboy or cowgirl can come to the person and say, "Look, I want to buy half your share"?
Well, it happens. It happens, and a lot of times the cowboys are there for the Calcutta and bid on themselves.
Right.
If they think they're on a hot streak and they can make some more money, it's something that they do.
I like this. How much? You don't have to give me all the numbers, but was Red Lodge pretty successful?
Red Lodge was okay. We come out of there with about $5,000 for a scholarship fund.
Okay.
Part of it went to the Red Lodge Rodeo Association to help them renovate their grandstands. we take these rodeos on as partners, and because we want this to be a long-lasting thing, we also want them to make money. You know, the Last Chance Stampede and Fair, I'm sure, is going to use their share of the funds to renovate their infrastructure at the fairgrounds.
Okay. Jay Linderman on the phone with us from the Montana Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame, and we got a big Calcutta coming up this week, next weekend, I guess, or 2 weeks. What day? I don't even know what day of the week it is right now, Jay. We are 2 weeks away from the Last Chance Stampede, but this is going to be a fantastic event. It's always a fun time, and I think, Jay, too, there's more excitement because we didn't have rodeos in Montana last year, really. And
you can see it all over the state this year, Jason. As I go to these rodeos this summer, they are jam-packed with people. People are coming back. They want something to do, and we offer this Calcutta as an opportunity to give them something to do and compete, and they don't have to take the bumps and bruises.
Yeah, exactly. So you get the Friday night Calcutta for Saturday night's perf, which is it gives you a little time to sit and dwell and hope that your person does well.
Dwell and hope and stew. But it'll be on Friday, June 30th, and it starts at 6 p.m. sharp. And the 6 p.m. sharp is important because we got very little time to get this done. We got to get the auction done, and everybody has to get paid before the performance starts.
Right.
So we'll need everybody there at 6:30, maybe a little before, or 6 o'clock, maybe a little earlier if you can get there. We're on the entertainment stage in the exhibit hall. Dan McGowan from East Helena is our auctioneer. He's helped us set this up. Had a lot of great experience and helped us get this thing ready to go.
He is fantastic. He does our DAV golf Calcuttas every year. So pretty good auctioneer too, and a great guy.
Yeah, he is. Yep. He's done us a good job helping us put this together, and he'll do a great job that night as well.
I know you and I are going to chat a little bit at the Stampede as well, not only about that, the Calcutta, but tell me more about the Montana Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame. Do we have this year's inductees yet, or next year's inductees? Where are we at?
We 2020, the COVID year, ended our annual fundraising banquet that we typically had in January. So we're taking those same inductees, and we're having our banquet October 2nd in Billings, Montana, at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center. And that's when we'll induct them into our Hall of Fame.
And who's going in this year?
Boy, that's a good question. There's Clint Bronger, a famous bull rider from Red Lodge, Montana. There is, oh gosh, you had to ask me that, and I don't have it. Okay. But there's 7 rodeo cowboys going in that have made a great record of rodeoing in Montana. And we also recognize legacy ranches that have been in existence over 100 years. We recognize entertainment people. We have John Moore from Miles City, who's an important author of Western stories. He's our Western Legacy Award for this year, and so we typically put in about 15 people or ranches into our Hall of Fame every year.
And that's coming up the October 2nd, Billings Hotel and Convention Center in Billings. You can call for banquet reservations, room reservations, and Stockman Bank, of course, big presenting sponsor of that well.
And if you go to our website at montanaprorodeo.org, all the information's there, how to make a reservation for the banquet, how to make a reservation for the hotel. And this year, we have a star of the Yellowstone TV series as our special guest. Forrest Smith is going to be there. He plays Lloyd in the Yellowstone TV series, and I've been around him a little bit, and he's a hoot. He'll be a lot of fun to have at our banquet.
I'm trying to get him on my show. He's from Helena, or he's got ties to Helena. Yeah, so
his mother still lives in Montana City.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's great. He started off as a stuntman, and yeah, he'll be in the Hall of Fame maybe someday. Who knows?
Oh, I bet he will.
There's a good chance.
He's doing a great job of promoting Montana and the Western lifestyle and rodeos. Doing a really good job.
We are talking with Jay Linderman, the vice president of the Montana Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame. Did you guys get new bronze? Is that what I saw? A new Mortensen bronze?
Yes, we did. About 5 weeks ago, we unveiled our newly commissioned bronze of it's Dan Mortensen, a 7-time world champion, on a 2-time world champion saddle bronc horse, Miss Congeniality.
Ooh.
And we're selling those bronzes, and that's part of how we raise funds for our scholarships. We only cast 15 of them, and they're going fast. I got 4 left.
Oh man,
Yeah, we're really excited about it. And Dan's bronze is the first in a series of 12 Montana World Champions that we'll be commissioning and casting. As soon as it looks like we're going to run completely out of Dan's bronzes, we're doing Deb Greeno. He's next.
Oh,
and then there's Bill Linderman, Sean Davis. I think there's 13 Montana World Champions that we're going to do a bronze of and have that series.
Jesse Cruz will be in there at some point.
Jesse Cruz is in there, absolutely.
Yep.
There's
been some good ones out of Montana, cowboys and cowgirls. Let's not forget.
Well, locally in Helena, Ty Erickson will have a bronze of him sooner or later.
Yep. Haven
mentioned. We had our 2 most recent world champions.
Yep. No, it's awesome, and I'll do whatever I can to help support you guys moving forward. I can't wait to chat with you about becoming a bigger helper of the Hall of Fame for sure. Jay Linderman, go ahead. Oh, I was just going to introduce you again.
We've been working with Kevin Tenney and Mike Gurnett of the Stampede Fairgrounds, and they've been great partners. Helped us put this thing together, and we only hope that it gets bigger every year.
Well, I'm on board, man. You've got a friend in the show, the Jason Walker Show here. Remind people at July the 30th, 6 p.m. sharp at the entertainment stage in the exhibit hall, Rodeo Calcutta. You can buy your favorite cowboy or cowgirl for 4 different events for the Stampede coming up at the end of the month. That'll be for Thursday or for the 31st night performance on that Saturday night. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
And the good thing about it, you can buy these cowboys if they win, you win, and you don't have to take them home or feed them.
Yeah, you might want to buy them a beer or 2.
Well, you might want to buy them a beer, especially if they make you some money.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that idea. Hey, I'm looking forward to visiting with you again when you get into town on the, I think we're going to chat the 28th, I think, but looking forward to it. And man, continued success. I look forward to chatting with you, like I said, and seeing the Calcutta and getting everything going off on that. But safe travels around the state as you travel around promoting this great deal that you guys are doing this year. And we'll see you soon, Jay.
All right. Appreciate the help. Thank you.
Jay Linderman joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, Montana Pro Rodeo Hall and Wall of Fame. You should get a hold of him if you want one of those bronzes of Dan Mortensen. But also next week going to be fun with the Stampede and the Calcutta. And if you're okay, so I didn't know this, but Saturday night. Well, so Saturday night we're in the Calcutta at the golf tournament for the DAV, and I was bidding on our team for Sunday's performance because we golfed really well on Saturday and pretty good on Sunday. So I didn't know that the people we were bidding against, and the bid got up really, really high. Like our group went for the highest. By far went for the highest. But I didn't know that we were bidding against the group that was with us on Sunday, or we were paired with. So therefore, the bid got really high, and then we ended up not winning. So, but it was still fun. Good times. Jason Walker Show is, like I said, brought to you in part by Speaker Sprinklers. Speaker Sprinklers love green grass. Make sure you get yours fixed. If you have any, if you need an underground system, get a hold of Speaker Sprinklers. They'll take care of you. Okay, let's see here. Major Mortgage Man Cave. We'll take a quick break. We have on this day in history coming up, your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And we'll get you set for tomorrow as well. Final call for emails, text, phone calls, whatever. 209-1267 if you want to weigh in anytime on the show. Jason Walker Show. Coming right back. We will have your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week just around the corner. And speaking of performance of the week, your performance every day should be your vehicle. And get into Auto Concepts. Get it detailed. they will clean it like it's brand new. If you need a bed cover, or how about a bed rug? They're cool. How about a what am I trying to say here? Oh, a grill guard, deer protector, cattle guard. That's what we used to call them. But a grill guard for your truck, get it done. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals in Helena. Your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week next on this day in history, and the walk-off too. Hang on.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918. Or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Monday. If you missed our conversation with Jay Linderman talking to Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame in Montana, and also next week's Last Chance Calcutta, Last Chance Stampede, go to jasonwalkershow.com after the show. We'll have it all held up. That's where all of our old shows are too. So there you go. On this day in history coming up. Hey, congratulations to Joey Lovell, who won the men's state am over the weekend at Saturday up in Missoula. Held off Joey Moore, San Diego State star, by one stroke. 3-day total of 197. Lovell went 66, 65, 66 for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Moore shot a 62 on Thursday, then back-to-back 68s to finish the shot out. Riley Lawrence of Bill Roberts Golf Course was third. Nathan Bailey was fourth. Spencer Williams, Providence Golf Coach, was fifth. Spencer struggled the third day. Spence, Coach, 67, 65, and then a 73. Well done. Top 5 finish. There's some other good ones in there, too. Top 15. Look good. That's some good scores in there for 3 days. So, well done, people. Joey Lovell, congrats. Bill Dunn won the senior division, and Corey Bedell won the super senior division for the Montana men's state am. So, nice job. Congratulations as well to the Helena Senators, who picked up 3 wins so far. They're playing in game 4 of their 4-game set with Kalispell right now. They are in second right now, I think, for Legion Baseball, AA standings. Also, big congrats going out to Duncan Hamilton and Becca Rickman, winners of the Montana Mile, which kicked off the Big Sky State Games over the weekend. But Hamilton set a new record, broke Patrick Casey's mile in 4:06:23, breaks an 11-year record that Casey had held in 4:07:09. But Hamilton, who runs at MSU, now with the Montana Mile record of 4:06:23. And then Tech runner Becca Rickman went 5:01:61 to win by more than 4 seconds. So congrats to those two as well for great weekends. But our Auto Contest Performance of the Week is going to an organization. It's going to a group of people. And there might have been some great individual stuff, and we'll have our Montana Rodeo Roundup tomorrow. There were some great performances there. But our hats are off to the DAV organization and the organizers for the DAV tournament, the 6th annual, all the sponsors, all of the volunteers. And, man, what a great weekend for the 6th consecutive year. And it's only getting bigger and better every year. But that's our Auto Contest Performance of the Week. What these guys do, and then everybody who played to help out the DAV is amazing. It's super cool. And it's all about our vets and our veterans. And that is our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, is the DAV tournament and its organizers and volunteers and sponsors. It was an amazing, amazing weekend. And not just because my team won for the second time in 3 years, but the DAV needs support across the state, and what they do to get the veterans back and forth to their medical appointments. Just awesome. So congratulations. That's our Auto Contest Performance of the Week, is the DAV. All right, let's see. On this day in history, it is brought to you by Big Sky Printwear. We print what you wear. That includes whether you need 1 shirt, 1,000 shirts, you need hats, caps, jackets. Go see the gang, okay? Big Sky Printwear has over 35 years experience on the corner of Euclid and Henderson. Ask them about direct-to-garment printing. So you don't have to turn your shirt inside out to wash it, because it's not gonna fade or come off the whatever they used to use. Yeah, it's amazing. Today is Monday, July 19th. It is National Words with Friends Day. It is National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. I was in the doghouse a little bit Saturday night after bidding on the Calcutta, but I opted out of a tournament for this weekend, so I got out of the doghouse today. It is also National Daiquiri Day. And I think let's go find some somewhere. I don't know where you can get a good daiquiri in town. But a strawberry daiquiri, summertime, nice and cool. Yeah, that sounds good. We used to, when we were kids, we used to get the frozen mix without the alcohol, obviously, and blend it up and pretend we were drinking daiquiris. But you get the strawberry in the water or whatever. Yeah, it was fun. On this date in 1877, at the very first Wimbledon, 27-year-old Spencer Gore wins the inaugural event. On this date, 7 years later, in 1884, the very first women's Wimbledon, Maud Watson becomes the first female champ. She beat her sister Lillian. It went 6-8, 6-3, 6-3. On this date in 1903, the very first Tour de France ended, with French rider Maurice Garin winning that one. 1910, Cy Young wins his 500th game. He pitched 11 innings to get the win. He was the only pitcher in MLB history to reach 500 wins. I think he had 511. He also has the most losses, but nobody's even close to the 500. 1920, Babe Ruth hits his 30th home run of that season, breaking his own single season record. He ended up with 54 that year, and then he broke the record the next year. 1922, Tarzan, American swimmer Johnny Weissmuller, the first to break the minute barrier in the 100 free, went 58.6. 1974, Dick Bozeman with a no-hitter for Cleveland. 1980, the 22nd Summer Olympic Games opened up in Moscow, Russia. The U.S. and 65 other nations boycotted the event because of the Soviet-Afghan War. 1996, the 26th, is that right? Yeah, 26 Summer Games opened up in Atlanta. Very good Summer Games. Happy birthdays today. 1814, Samuel Colt, American inventor and industrialist, the Colt 6-shot revolver. He was born in Hartford, Connecticut, on this date in 1814. Lizzie Borden's birthday today, 1860, acquitted of the murder of her parents. She was born in Fall River, Massachusetts. On this date in 1969, Mary Jo Kopechne died. Negligent homicide. It was Ted Kennedy, so nothing ever happened because of it. Nice cover-up. She drowned at the age of 28 in a car that was driven off the bridge by a drunk Ted Kennedy, who didn't ever get in trouble for it. That is On This Day in History, brought to you by Big Sky Printwear. We print what you wear.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off is brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Shrimp and corn chowder. Sounds good tonight, doesn't it? Seafood gumbo. Little etouffee. How about red beans and rice? You want a sandwich? How about the po' boys? Yeah, I'm looking at the menu and getting hungry because it's good. Monday 11 to 3, Cafe Zydeco is open. Tuesday through Friday 11 to 8. Saturday 9 to 3, closed on Sundays. But Cafe Zydeco, Cajun taco, the French dip, gut buster, Philly cheesesteak. Of course, with that Cajun flair. You want the best Cajun this side of the Mississippi? Get into Cafe Zydeco. 625 Euclid in Helena. Also in Bozeman and Billings. I mentioned the walk-off, and it's one of those where, and this goes back to what I was saying with the performance of the week, the DAV and the organizers and that organization. Cafe Zydeco is huge supporters of our armed forces and our military and our law enforcement as well. And Cafe Zydeco was one of the big sponsors over the weekend for the DAV. And we're going to talk to some guests coming up in a couple of weeks. They're from Billings, but what they do for the disabled American vets is super cool too. And we're going to have them on the show because they have it's an adaptive performance center, and it deals strictly with disabled vets and the mental, the physical aspect of getting back and getting back to somewhat normal for these veterans. And that is what is really important. And they're going to be opening up a place in Helena in the next year to help out. I mean, makes sense with the fort right here too, right? In the VA. So kudos to all the sponsors of the DAV, like Cafe Zydeco as well. So that's the walk-off today. And it's not anything other than just support your veterans. That's it. Do that. Coming up tomorrow, we'll talk to former MSU Big Sky MVP Fallon Frigge about her getting ready for her second year overseas playing hoops professionally. Also, we're going to ask her what it was like to play in different cities in Europe during the COVID year. So we'll talk to Fallon tomorrow. Don't forget, you've got Governor Gianforte coming up on Wednesday. Lindsay Cruz as well. We'll have our Montana Rodeo Roundup tomorrow afternoon, too. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com. You can tweet us at JWalkerSports. For everybody at the DAV, thank you for a great weekend. We'll do it again next year. We'll do the show again tomorrow. See you at 4.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retrans. The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certification.